You may have heard that Calgary is experiencing a housing crisis. But what does that mean, and what's causing it? Well, to begin with, housing prices in Calgary are skyrocketing. In the last year alone, the median price of a detached home in Calgary jumped 8.9%, up to nearly $650,000. And the average rental price for a two-bedroom apartment in Calgary jumped 16.9%, up to more than $2,000 a month. So what's going on? Since COVID, housing materials and costs for construction have increased significantly. Unfortunately, those costs are not going down. Since then, Calgary's population has been growing so fast that there isn't enough housing to keep up. That scarcity, combined with rising construction costs, is causing prices to spike, and people can't afford to pay. Even before these price spikes, the City of Calgary's 2018 Housing Needs Assessment Report said that only 37% of households can afford the median Calgary home, and 19% of Calgary households can't afford average market rent. What we're describing is a housing affordability crisis. Housing prices are becoming out of reach for everyday Calgarians, and more people are becoming vulnerable to homelessness. So what can we do? Housing affordability is a big and complicated problem that's affecting people on a national scale. But there are some things we can do at the municipal level to address it. One of those things is affordable housing. If that sounds like the same thing as housing affordability, you're not wrong. But there's more to it than that. Housing affordability is the issue we've been talking about. It describes the housing market and how accessible it is to people who want to buy or rent a place to live. Affordable housing, on the other hand, is publicly subsidized housing for people who can't afford to pay market rates. According to the City of Calgary, a household is in need of affordable housing when it earns less than $63,000 per year and pays more than 30% of gross income on shelter costs. Right now, nearly 1 in 5 Calgary households are in need of affordable housing. That's more than 80,000 households. For single-income families, the situation is even more precarious. With costs continuing to rise and so many people already vulnerable to homelessness, we need more affordable housing so that people don't slip through the cracks. There are 2 types of affordable housing in Calgary. One is near-market housing, which describes rentals offered at rates approximately 10% below the market. The other is subsidized housing, which describes several different program types, including rent supplements for private landlord units. Currently, only 3% of households in Calgary are supported by affordable housing, as compared to 6% of households nationwide. Unfortunately, supply isn't keeping up with demand. Each year in Calgary, 2,000 more renters are in need, while only 300 new units are built. Decades of underinvestment have put us in a tough spot. Calgary is playing catch-up at a critical time. Building good quality, affordable housing units is not a pie-in-the-sky dream. It's something real and pragmatic that the City of Calgary can actually do to address the housing crisis. There's no end in sight to the skyrocketing housing prices in our city, and as inflation continues to rise faster than wages, more and more of us are at risk. But we can make sure that there's enough affordable housing for all Calgarians who need it. When affordable housing is integrated into healthy, thriving communities, we have more opportunities to support each other and make sure that people aren't slipping through the cracks. Every Calgarian deserves a home. That's why advocating for more affordable housing is a priority for Calgary's future and our supporters. Join us and take action by visiting the link in the video description right now. Together, let's make our city better.